Now I would like to expand upon the other aspect of how when they target an individual using slander, backstabbing, deceptions, betrayals and gang stalking, and how even this matches with the quantum physics thing. It's a very simple way to understand it. So so-called double slit experiments is about which direction is the particle is going to take. See, that's it. The wave is going to break apart and the particle is going to go through. One thing is to break a wave into a particle, break it down from its full form to a very reduced. That's what it means to be in a fallen nature. You see, fallen nature, and to be in the divine nature. Wave, particle, fallen, because a wave has to collapse or break down for the particles to emit from it, and for that it requires a lot of force or energy or something external disturbance, enough to shatter it and break it down. And that's what all this abuse, manipulation of energy, black magic, negativity, slander, character assassination, humiliation, shame, guilt, trying to put you in places where you won't belong, try to humiliate, put you down, criticize, do everything opposite of what your real character is. Because the wave has to collapse and shatter. And that's one aspect of it. Through energy manipulation and how you use force, and magic is manipulation, how you use all that manipulation, try your level best to make the wave fall. Self-sabotage. You do enough damage from the outside, the wave would automatically collapse and the particle nature would come into picture, which is very limited, and it has no growth. That is where the karma and everything comes from. There is no real growth there. There is always these loops and lessons and going through tough phases, and there is limitations, and lots of energy needs to be emitted, and lots of matter has to be purged. Matter is too heavy, dark. It weighs down, like I already mentioned. So in order to melt away and break down this matter, in order to again rise above, takes a lot of effort, energy. Wave is at the highest. You fell down. And you are, even there, they have made you fall into the negativity, the electron phase. Now you have to go to the light, the photon, nurture it, nourish it, harvest it, build it, despite all the negativity around. Not only balance it out, go through the karma, and enough energy have to be generated from within, enough for you to again rise back to wave. That's a lot. It takes lifetimes to even get there. So that's what they abuse it. That's how science is always abused. Science and technology is never about advancing people. That's how they abused whatever they learned, be it with our biological or the scientific or cosmic world around us. Everything was to use it against us. And the other gang stalking thing is about, there is another part in the experiment, double slit experiment. One is to make the wave go through different paths, right? Put in enough obstacles or enough challenges or enough problems in the pathway. So instead of the wave going through freely as it is supposed to be, it will take different paths, changing their destinies, changing their paths, manipulating their choices, tastes, preferences. That's why again this intrusion into all your spaces, so that they can study you, every minute detail of you, because then they can control every single choice of you. To which road you would take to buy that particular bag of chips when you get out of your house, to everything I'm telling you, which sanitary pads you would buy for your periods, to which drink you drink, to which chocolate brand you prefer, to everything, which shampoo, which soap, how much, everything. I'm telling you every single detail. The control, the desperation and the obsession of power and control over somebody else. That wave. And as they change the paths, they still have to keep changing and manipulating the paths while they are at it. The gang stalking. That is, enough number of eyes watching with negativity in them, projecting negativity without them even knowing. Because if they know, they will get caught. It's a legal issue, it's a legal thing. Why? We will try our level best to not get caught. We'll use science and technology. We'll use black magic. We'll use all other energy, everything that's invisible, to try and escape as much as possible. But that's not how it works. There's always, if it's there in the spiritual and the other arenas of the cosmic, it's going to be manifested in the physical. That's the thing. It will be there in the physical. That's why even in the physical, they do magic and everything else to create illusions and pass through fake documents and get court cases done in their favor and create illusions so that people won't see the truth. There is this layer of fog around them and all that manipulation, and then bribery, cheating, all sorts of rituals to make sure that everything goes in their favor, and nobody will look at the case. Once it's closed, nobody is going to look at it again. While it's still running itself, there is not much hope, unless there is a very, very high integrity, officials involved. And then once it's closed, the job is done. Nobody will go back and look. See how many people are involved already on the physical level, and then the illusions are created using all this magic and manipulation and energies, and using the scientific bullshit behind it to literally abuse everything. Not just in the physical. See the level I'm talking about. So there is this, not only manipulating choices and manipulation of the wave's path, breaking it down into particles, and make it difficult for it to rise above and go to wave again. Because it's very difficult. The matter is too heavy. And like I mentioned, there's a lot that is involved for you to again raise back to the wave level and consistently manage in that level. Consistently. Even if you manage to reach. So, another one is the gang stalking thing. Because there is this studies, so-called studies, which found out that if the wave behaves a particular particle, even on a particle level, they make sure it doesn't go down the path of the positivity, but rather the negativity. How do they try and do it? So there is a study when a particle is there and it passes through a particular path. When it is being watched, it behaves differently than when it is not being watched. So instead of operating in its true, complete, full nature, when it knows or when it feels or when it senses that something it's being watched, it behaves differently. Obviously, because there is a sense of why are they focusing on me? Why is there the shame aspect to it? Like why are they behaving like that with me? If you pay attention to what's going on outside of you enough, and you become conscious and unnecessarily self-conscious. In a positive way, that's good. Unnecessarily, negatively self-conscious, you behave in a way different than your authentic self. Unless you're highly evolved, very strong, very secure in who you are, that requires a lot of work again, lifetimes of work. That happened only with me. All the others have fallen down, because when you're being watched like that, energetically or some way you sense, or even if you don't sense, they are projecting negativity and how you should behave through evil eyeing and the magic and everything already. They will want to make sure that you don't behave in a way that's true and authentic to who you are. Instead, you behave in a way that's different, that is small, that is hidden, that is not authentic, that is not 100% who you are, and that doesn't express your truth fully. The truth of who you are fully. And then what happens? all the other things I told you already about habits, energy, manipulation, speaking up, stealing your life, stealing your force, stealing everything, because now that you are not operating in a self that is true to who you are, that is fully expressed and tapped into and authentic and honest and to the core real, they will take it away. They will make you go down a different path, and even in that path you behave not true to who you are. Then they take the path, they take that energy, they use their clones to take that path, to take that energy, to take that authentic self and authority, whatever you are meant to live, and they live off of it. Through which they create a lot of negative matter. If you travel in your true path, if you are expressing in your highest self and you're authentic, you tap into yourself fully, okay, unapologetically, and express yourself and live your life like that, you're fully there. You are behaving like a wave. Even if you are in a particle, you are building that strength to be a wave by being that person. You're not pretending or faking. You're literally being and accepting that highest self of who you are, and you literally embody it and live your life and make those choices and live life like that on that level. Even when you are in a particle state. Now see how much wisdom and awareness and self-conscious and inner strength and the acceptance of this is not who I am, that is who I am. Internally, inherently. And to tap into that highest connection, the source, and do the right things and for the right reasons. Make those right choices despite whatever is happening around you. The watching and projecting will dismantle itself, because now you are operating in your highest self, even despite all this. You take the hits, but you bounce back. The hits are to make sure that you don't grow to the wave level, because it requires a lot of energy and effort to go to the wave level again back. A lot. To fall down is easy. To go back up is very, very, very difficult. And they make it extra difficult because it serves their purpose. So if you operate like that, despite whatever abuse of knowledge and science and information and technology and magic is happening around you, if you operate with that awareness, you don't let them get to you. Let them talk, let them try and humiliate. Don't take it. It's not yours. It's the lower level thing. Lower level thing is theirs. Leave it to them. They are vultures and salvaging animals that eat literally dead bodies and even the rotten parts of the dead bodies. That's who they are. That's their level. So let them be there only. Let them not bring that filth to you. And if you keep doing it, I don't know how long it will take, because it will differ based on where your soul is and all that. But you have to make that choice. Every single day, every single moment, every single point of your life. To be aware that this is what is happening around you, and you take control of who you are and be who you are authentically and fully, so that you become what you are meant to become, meant to always be. So these external things are for that purpose. Even on a scientific level, I already explained what happens on a magical level, physical level, okay, emotional and all that. And in the physical world, they target every area of your life. You get financial, physical, sexual, beauty, your voice, your expression, your voice, your health, your finances, your wealth, your job, your career, your children, your marriage, your relationship, your food, your taste, what you drink, eat and all that. They mess with your food, they mess with your drinks, they mess with your water, they mess with your air, they mess with a lot of things. So a lot of this is happening already. And then I already explained what happens on an energetic spiritual level with all the magic, projection, evil eye, all these rituals, taking your objects, taking your energy and abusing it and all whatnot. On a quantum level, this is what happens. With the gang stalking, character assassination, projections. Telling lies about you behind your back and speaking it hoping that it would come into existence. Don't. So despite all this is happening around you on all those levels, you have to still firmly be rooted in who you are, unapologetically be who you are, stand in who you are, express in who you are, live in the truth of who you are, and raise to that wave and stand, maintain that wave nature. Again, like I talked about the blessings coming, receiving the blessing is one thing, managing and maintaining it for a long term, the same way with the wave nature. It's already tough enough to go there. Once you go there, maintain it, be there, stay there, despite. It will take a reasonable amount of time, but that's the only way to live your life truly. That's for sure. You want to live a truth? That's your way out of this muck around you. If you are the muck, I'm not talking to you. You can get out. You are there here for wrong reasons on my channel. And they've been trying to shadow ban my channel and restrict the views and prevent people from seeing me and getting inspired from me and getting the knowledge and all that, and then making fake AI videos and trying to pretend it is me and all that. It won't work. Like I said, the point of no return has been already crossed by all of them. It's over for them on so many levels. Like I said, God is going to be very sweet and patient about delivering what they deserve. So since they are not dead yet, or since they are not literally on the streets yet, some are, they think it is, we can still play around, because they are gone. The upstairs is gone. So this is what they will keep doing, but you have to keep going because that's who you are. And that is your right. That is your birthright. That is your right. When you are born here, that's the kind of right you are born with. That spiritual right to be who you are. So work towards that goal. And that is the only place you can be in your full form. You can be connected to God. You can do the right things. You can rise above. You can understand what it means to go through all this and go above there and stay there and work on it. You would appreciate the effort that went into it and why all this is happening and why you should never go down but rather up. And those who choose to go down, let them go down. Say goodbyes and walk away. It's not your problem. You make your own choices. And rise above, rise above, rise above, rise above. In the lightness, in the light, in the photon, in the wave is where you deserve to live. The fullness of it. Not in the limited particle matter, karma, burden. No. Rise above it. Do the right things to keep on doing the right things to rise above. That's the only way out of this hell. When God is busy trying to build heaven on earth, and these rascals are trying to build hell on earth so much. Okay. So you choose your own hell and heaven with your own self.